And welcome back to Primetime Sports Tuesday. Another incident of a Jamaican boxer being overweight rocked the popular Ray and the Nephew Contender Series on Tuesday. Favorite Michael Wasper Gardner was 4 pounds over the welterweight limit for the first quarterfinal clash against Canadian Dave LeBlanc. This after Jamaican favorite Michael Wasper Gardner tipped the scale 4 pounds over the welterweight limit of 147 pounds ahead of his clash against Canadian Dave LeBlanc.
Dave is at 147. He make the weight. His opponent is 4 pounds higher. Dave boxing at 147, not higher. We won't take any risk for him to get hurt for nothing. So we won't fight higher than 147.
Even after being given an hour to come down from 151 to 147 pounds, Gardner did not shed any of his excess weight. Mark Kenny, the CEO of MK Promotion, which runs the Contender Series, says the decision will be taken within an hour and the negotiations continue.
We're still in negotiations around what the machinations are for tomorrow night. We haven't made any decisions as yet, and we will do so in the next hour or so.
General Secretary and Technical Officer of the Jamaica Boxing Board, Leroy Brown, shed further light on the matter.
Negotiations are taking place. LeBlanc has said that he is not fighting Gardner because of the weight situation, and contracts are being examined to see if he has the right to pull out of the fight based on a weight situation, and some other possibilities are being looked at. But right now negotiations are taking place with various parties, and we're hoping to come up with a solution. Because we have to come up with something shortly.
In the meantime, Gardner stands ready to fight.
I'm in great shape. I've been trying to make the weight, but I'm there and I'm ready to fight.
Wednesday night's fight will be aired live on TVJ starting at 8:30. Jamaica's male sprinters are expected to bring fireworks to Saturday's JN Racers Grand Prix at the National Stadium when they line up against the top quality opposition. Here's Karen Madden.
2011 world champion Johan Blake returns to the local track following his bronze medal run in the Commonwealth Games in April in a very stacked 100-meter field.
My coach has been working assiduously with the muscles, Mr. Fern. I'm trying to get my form together, see the mishap that I have in Australia. So I'm just working with the coach and what he says, because he thought I don't listen to him. So I'm just listening more and just going out there and to just have fun.
He will have for company his Racers teammate Zarnell Hughes of Great Britain, who saw his dream for an individual Commonwealth title evaporating after he was disqualified for interference. The ever-improving Noah Lyles, 2016 World Junior Champion of the United States, and compatriot Brandon Carnes are also listed in the field, as well as Julian Fort, who is still trying to make his way back after returning home early from April's Commonwealth Games with an injury. Blake has admitted that he expects a lot from himself. So is this field a pressure point?
I love when the field is at, I love the pressure sometimes. It's really good. The commission make you run faster and put a pep in your step and to see where you are in the season. I'm probably in the top 10 so far, and I'm just looking forward to go there. Zarnell and Noah Lyles, Julian Fort and all those other guys that's going to be in the race. I don't take no one lightly. Zarnell has been having a good season so far, so I'm just looking out there to go. I'm looking to go there and just have some fun.
Also in the field is the former Monroe College standout Senator Jay Givens, who is now being conditioned at Racers Track Club after completing his education at the University of Texas.
Not as though I planned it, but it's a work in progress. Me and the coaches and everybody else, we have been working diligently towards getting stuff right. This is my first year that I'll be taking part. I'm really looking forward to it. I've watched the meet over the last couple of years, and it's a very interesting and exciting meet.
The field is rounded out by Mariba Moran of Trinidad and Tobago and Cuban Rainier Mena. Meanwhile, the men's 200 meters is also expected to provide excitement, with Miguel Francis of Montserrat among those listed. After promising much, Collins, who also trains at Racers, has had to struggle through injury and surgeries.
It's going really well, actually. I'm training good, I'm healthy after every run, no pains. So, yeah, just looking forward to the rest of the season.
And he's anticipating tough competition come Saturday.
Well, a bit unconfident, but just gonna go out there, do my best. I I ran technically how I wanted to on Saturday, so I just need to just add more speed to that at the Grand Prix, just push all the way to the line, and we'll see what happens.
Live coverage of the JN Racers Grand Prix will be on TVJ, TVJSN, and OneSpotMedia.com. Karen Madden, TVJ Sports.
It's a top-of-the-table clash in Wednesday's round of matches in the Magnum JFF Premier League playoffs. Barbican, who blanked Wadada 3-0 on Sunday, will be at home to Dunby Holden, who were 2-1 winners over Mount Pleasant Academy. Victory for both teams would leave them 4 points away from qualifying for a place in next season's big league. The two losers from Sunday, Mount Pleasant and Wadada, will meet at Drax Hall, with either knowing that another defeat would leave them with a mountain to climb. With Wadada already losing at home, Mount Pleasant could get the edge in their first home assignment. Romario Hines scored a double as flankers defeated Johns Hall 3-0 in the St. James VMBS Under-13 League quarter-final round on Tuesday at the UDC field. In the days of the game, Mount Salem blanked Anchovy Primary 4-0. In games on Monday, Kenamar Jones scored a brace as Howard Cook defeated Montego Bay Academy 4-1, while Corinaldi stopped St. James Prep 2-0. Now, with the 2018 FIFA World Cup kicking off in 9 days' time, tonight we look at Group E, where Brazil are favoured to come out on top. Switzerland, Costa Rica and Serbia are the other teams in the group.
In 2014, Costa Rica shocked the world with a gallant run at the World Cup in Brazil, going all the way to the quarterfinals, where they lost on penalties to the Netherlands. They left teams like England and Italy in their wake, with those teams not even making it out of Group D then. But can the CONCACAF Giant Killers have another impressive run in 2018?
They cannot be disputed as teams that are just minnows and just coming to the World Cup to participate.
Five-time champions Brazil will be the kingpins of the group and are not expected to get any real test until the quarterfinals, where a meeting with Belgium looms. But they must get rid of the gloom that engulfed them after the 7-1 debacle against Germany in 2014. It took the appointment of coach Tite in September 2016 to revive Brazil. Under his helm, there have been 13 wins, 3 draws and only 1 defeat, which came in a friendly against Argentina.
Neymar, of course, is the outstanding player on the team, just coming back from injury, and he's at about 80%. Saw him in a game on Sunday, and he looked very good coming off the bench and scoring an excellent goal. And if the tournament progresses and he continues to play well, he could very well lead Brazil to the title.
Elsewhere in the group, now is the time for Switzerland to be more than just a number at the tournament. The Swiss have a core of players from the 2009 Under-17 World Cup and a depth of tournament experience.
Switzerland is an excellent team. You have good players. You have people like Shaqiri. You have people like Xhaka. You have the captain Lindstein. You have good players in the Switzerland team. But I expect this group to be very competitive, unlike what a lot of people have been mentioning, that this group looks like a cakewalk.
Serbia cruised through their qualifying group to return to the World Cup finals after 8 years, the second time since becoming an independent nation in 2006. The skillful squad scored the most goals, 20 in the group, with Alexander Mitrov the leading scorer with 6. TVJ's football analyst Andrew Price has the verdict on the group.
But I believe after the end of the group, Brazil and Switzerland will be the 2 teams that progress.
And with that, we're going to another break on Primetime Sports Tuesday. But stay with us. When we come back, we've got horse racing, basketball, and a bit more in the next segment.